Defund and deport. Those are two things President Trump say may happen to his former ally, Elon Musk, after Musk, the richest person in the world, threatened to fund primary campaigns against any member of Congress who votes for Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill.
I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies.
This is what you get when you put two of the world's most famous narcissists together in one room. They come up with who can outdo the other. Just a month or two ago, if you remember, Donald Trump and Elon Musk were selling Teslas on the White House lawn, trying to improve the failing sales of Tesla after Elon Musk went full Nazi salute. So now we have these two fighting again. And Trump is threatening to send the Department of Government Efficiency after Elon Musk, the guy who created the department. And he's also threatening to deport Elon Musk, if anybody can believe it. We have a Democrat that's pretty much enjoying all of this. Let's hear what AOC has to say real quick.
Far-left Congresswoman AOC sounded positively gleeful on the broken bromance.
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Some say
AOC may be showing a little glee over this narcissist takedown of one another, but the American people, nor these two narcissists, are enjoying this very much. In this video, we're going to take a look at what could have brought this on, how it's going, and where it may end. Let's take a look.
Trump referring to the billions in federal contracts that benefit Musk's companies. Out front now, Katie Drummond, global editorial director at Wired, and Ryan Mack, a New York Times reporter who covers Musk extensively. He also co-wrote the book Character Limit: How Elon Musk Destroyed Twitter. And Ryan, Musk posted on X, "So tempting to escalate this, so tempting, but I will refrain for now." What do you think? Is he going to escalate?
You know, Elon has Twitter fingers, or X fingers now, and he tends to kind of say whatever he wants. So even though he's talking about restraint and refraining from speaking out, you know, I think in time, you know, he'll probably lash out again. He'll probably tweet. He'll probably say something that's going to anger the president. And, you know, we've gone through this cycle multiple times now. You know, this is the only the latest iteration. So, you know, I think we're going to see more for sure.
Katie, who needs who more here? Does Musk need the federal government more, or does the federal government need Musk more?
Well, look, as much as Elon Musk might hate to hear this, his companies, namely SpaceX and Tesla, rely on the largesse of the federal government, on contracts, on subsidies, on tax credits, not to mention federal regulation, right? When we're talking about Tesla and its ability to roll out, you know, autonomous vehicles in different cities, you know, Elon Musk relies on how regulators decide to treat, you know, autonomous vehicles moving forward for that company and that initiative to be able to expand. So there's no question here that when it comes to the richest man in the world or the president of the United States, the president of the United States has a leg up here. He has the leverage.
These two narcissists are in a position of power that can take down this country or do very serious damage to this country. SpaceX needs these government regulations to continue to test their starships, but they also are the only space company that's getting our astronauts to and from the International Space Station, so the government needs them. Tesla, on one hand, needs the regulations to go through so they can have their robo-taxis, which are autonomous vehicles to drive citizens throughout cities. So these two narcissists are in a position to where they are fighting over who's got the most or who's going to win. But in the meantime, the people are going to suffer. And it all is all about this big billionaire bill, which is what I call it, that's making its way through Congress right now that just passed the Senate and headed back to the House, where I'm pretty sure it's going to pass and get to Donald Trump's desk. Elon Musk opposes the bill for whatever reasons, I do not know, because he does not seem to care about the debt and deficit when his company is getting all of these government contracts to line his pockets. Donald Trump is really irritated with Elon Musk because of his opposition to this bill and his threat to primary the Republicans that's voting for it. Elon Musk knows a lot. He was on the inside of this Donald Trump administration. So Donald Trump better tread lightly if he called himself taking away some of these contracts and damaging Elon Musk to the point of no return. This fight is not going to stop anytime soon. Let's look at a couple of more clips and we'll be done with this. But let's look at a couple of more clips on what's going on with this fight between these two egotistical maniacs, Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
What happened to Elon Musk? Who? What happened to Elon Musk? Nothing. He's upset he's losing his EV mandate, and he's very upset about things, but he could lose a lot more than that. I can tell you right now. Hey, Elon can lose a lot more than that.
Did you see that sly, evil look on his face as he was walking away from that question after his answer? He enjoys tearing people down, whether it's the little man, his people of color, or even if it's Elon Musk, someone who helped him win the presidency. He has no regard for anyone but himself. I don't think there's anybody out here that's feeling sorry for either one of them in this fight. They can tear each other down. I wish Elon Musk would grab some cojones and release a whole lot of this information that he's privy to, because he knows a lot. On the other hand, Donald Trump, maybe you can go on and do some things that's going to stop Elon Musk in his tracks. We just need both of y'all gone. Next up, we're going to listen to one of the Republican senators that had a chance to stand up and vote against this crazy bill that's only going to benefit the rich, and it's going to cut Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP programs, and a whole lot of other stuff for poor people. But she chose to vote for it anyway in anticipation that the House will clean it up. But in this clip, she was caught flat-footed, almost as if she did not even have an answer to her actions of this vote. Take a look at Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska and her answer, and let us know what you think down in the comments about this one.
Senator Paul said that that your vote was a bailout for Alaska at the expense of the rest of the country.
Oh my God.
That's what Senator Paul said.
The question was easy. Senator, we've got the...
I didn't say it, ma'am. I'm just asking for your response.
My response is I have an obligation to the people of the state of Alaska. And I live up to that every single day. I fight for my state's interests, and I make sure that Alaskans are understood. I work hard to take care of a state that has more unique situations, more unique people, and it's just different. And so when people suggest that federal dollars go to one of our 50 states in a, quote, bailout, I find that offensive. I advocated for my state's interests. I will continue to do that, and I will make no excuses for doing that. Do I like this bill? No, because I tried to take care of Alaska's interests. But I know that in many parts of the country, there are Americans that are not going to be advantaged by this bill. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that we moved through an artificial deadline, an artificial timeline to produce something, to meet a deadline, rather than to actually try to produce the best bill for the country. But when I saw the direction that this is going, you can either say, I don't like it, and not try to help my state, or you can roll up your sleeves.
That was Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, the deciding vote for the GOP's disastrous budget bill, rationalizing her decision to inflict upon America a budget that strips healthcare away from 17 million Americans, takes food assistance away from at least 3 million Americans, eliminates school meal access for more than 18 million kids, adds $3.5 trillion to the national debt, sends electricity costs surging, and substantially raises healthcare premiums for older adults with ACA coverage. All to be able to give some more tax cuts to the wealthiest Americans. But hey, as far as Lisa Murkowski is concerned, I guess as long as a few people in her home state of Alaska are taken care of, then it's worth it, huh? This comment by Murkowski comes in response to Rand Paul saying, quote, there was a time in which they had to make a decision, dealing with me and reducing the debt ceiling or giving pork and subsidies to Alaska. They chose to add some more pork and subsidies for Alaska to secure that. And the reality is that she did trade away Americans' healthcare, food assistance, energy costs, and the deficit for a few handouts that benefit her home state. She was able to score some tribal exemptions on food stamp cuts and $50 billion to offset hospital closures, which frankly will do nothing in the face of over $1 trillion in healthcare cuts overall that she literally also voted for.
Thank you to the great Brian Tyler Coyne for that excellent commentary after the Lisa Murkowski selfish Lisa Murkowski clip of her vote in favor of this disastrous bill. Once again, guys, I thank you for tuning in to the channel. Please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. I'll see you on the next one. I ask you guys to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you.